Every week in the NFL is different, right? There's adjustments made, there's injuries. You just can't project that because the Browns beat the Ravens in Baltimore Sunday that they're likely to handle Baltimore when that game is played in Cleveland later in the year. But the Browns are obviously in a good spot in the AFC North, and I think it's partly because they have improved pretty much every week. That's the most important thing. It's more important than anything else they've done, unless before Sunday you thought that freddie-kitchens suddenly forgot how to call plays. This season is a reminder that teams with a lot of new pieces can't figure everything out at once, and certainly struggle to do so in a preseason when many of those new pieces are placed in bubble wrap for safekeeping. Will the Browns win the AFC North? I don't know. They should. If they do, it won't be because they won their first division game in September against the Ravens. But right now their arrow is pointing in the right direction, and that's important.
You know, because the Browns have not been in contention for a million years, I don't know that I paid close attention myself to it. But it seems to me there's such a vast difference between the top and the bottom of the teams in the NFL this year. I mean, there's some bad teams. A couple of good ones and many bad ones.
Yeah, and you know, I looked at the Ravens schedule. You know, what's separate? I mean, obviously they're playing a lot of the same teams. Like, so when you say, "Oh, the Steelers are terrible and the Bengals are terrible," well, the Ravens get to play them too.
Sure.
But the one difference is that the Ravens play. They have to go to the West Coast twice, and they have to play the Rams away, and they have to play Seattle away. They get the Patriots at home, but I don't think getting the Patriots anywhere is great for a team.
No, but
right?
that's interesting. When I think of Seattle, I think they're coming here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I think of them as being so much tougher at home, which they are. But I already have that put in my mind that that'll be a tough game out on the West Coast for the Ravens.
For the Ravens. Yeah, and you know, and so obviously, so we'll play in the Rams out there too.
Right. Exactly.
So a lot of their, you know, the Browns. When you look at that December schedule from December 1st on, it's easy to see them make, you know, continuing whatever run they carry into December all the way through the month, because there's not a lot other than the Ravens here, which will always be a tough game. There's not a lot to slow them down if they stay healthy.
All right, let's take a look at the AFC North update right now, see where they stand. Cleveland, you know, you keep hearing Cleveland in first place. That's obviously because of the tiebreakers head-to-head at this point. If you keep that's that extra game that you can control. Baltimore and Cleveland even at 2-2. Pittsburgh with a win last night, 1-3. And Cincinnati, who was horrible last night, 0-4. Let's take a look at the Week 5 matchups. Cardinals are at the Bengals on Sunday at 1. Ravens at the Steelers, that's at Sunday at 1, and the Browns, that's a Monday night game, and that's in San Jose, 8:15 Cleveland start time on that one.